In the university justice system, drinking-based offenses are considered especially heinous. In Lethbridge, Alberta, dedicated detectives who investigate these vicious felonies are members of an elite squad from the Student Union building. These are their stories.
Yo, man! Caps are here!
Shit, I'm not even fucking drunk yet. Yo, be 1 second. I just gotta put on a t-shirt. Oh. Ah! Hi, thanks for seeing me. I actually just came from the dean's office. It turns out I'm going to fail one of my physical activity courses this semester because I'm not able to partake in the class. I hurt myself when I was in the dorms room last weekend. I was just doing a little bit of drinking, fell off my bed, got hurt, and I was just wondering, like, if failing classes for stuff like this has ever happened before, if there's anything that your guys are able to do for me.
They really can't do anything for you. That's really unfair, mate. Like, it's probably just because you were drinking on campus and you were breaking some school rules. But you're right, like, lots of people still drink while they're here. Like, we hear a lot about it. Binge drinking's actually been a pretty big problem here at the university. They did a study about 10 years ago where they found that 90% of the students at the University of Lethbridge actually were drinking. And of that 90%, 44% of them were binge drinking. And that's having 5+ drinks. So it's definitely unfair, and hopefully we're able to do something about it.
Yeah, like, I should be able to do a makeup paper or something. Like, it's just because I was drunk at the university and that's where I got hurt. I've had friends who have been off campus, like they've been at studio or something and they get hurt there, and they've been able to make arrangements with the professors. But since I got hurt here drinking in my dorm room, that's why I'm not able to make something up. Yeah, mate, it's actually quite unfair for you. You should be able to do some kind of paper or something. However, since this is kind of an issue around binge drinking and stuff, and that is the problem that came from it, this might be able to use as a segue, if you're okay with that, for us to talk to the university about this very serious issue that's going on. Yeah, man, I'm okay being a segue or whatever. Just tell me what to do and we can totally take this further, because I'm not really against drinking at school, because everyone does it anyways. Ladies and gentlemen of the advisory board, thank you for having me here today. Now, we have been having a big problem in our university recently with having 44% of our students partaking in binge drinking. Now, from studies that we've seen, this is not only a problem that we're having here at the University of Lethbridge, but it's also happening all over Canada. We need to try to implement some kind of new policy so we're able to not just cut out binge drinking completely, but try to limit it. Because all the things that we've done in the past has tried to cut it out, and that's not working. So we come to you today to try to do something so we're able to limit it, not take it out.
The advisory board are now hear from the dean from the University of Lethbridge.
I do understand that there's been a problem with binge drinking at our university. However, I don't believe that the right step that we should be taking right now is to be supporting it in any way, shape, or form. We all know that there's lots of short-term effects that can come from binge drinking, along with some fatal effects that do stem from drinking at all. Now, not just that, but there have been lots of reports that have been coming out lately about the long-term effects, things including circulation problems, some damages with your functioning, especially your neurological functioning, and then some cardiovascular problems, like increased risk of stroke and an increased risk of heart attack. Now, I do understand that there are different media outlets that are showcasing the worries that parents should be having about children binge drinking and sending them to universities. And this is a very important reason why we believe at the University of Lethbridge we should be trying to cut out all binge drinking completely and not just try to limit it.
The advisory board would now like to hear the testimony of Ben Pilley in the case of the Student Union versus the University of Lethbridge in relation to drinking interventions.
Originally, when I brought this case to the Student Union, I was just trying to pass a class so I was able to graduate and get on with my life. Unfortunately, I've been able to see the detriments and how prevalent binge drinking is in universities. From the ages of 20 to 30, Stats Canada reports that there's over 2 million people who have partaken in binge drinking. That's a huge number, and it's directed right at university-age students. Now, I understand exactly what the dean was talking about with health problems that can come from binge drinking. Unfortunately, it is still happening in our university, and we need to do something to be proactive, not reactive to this epidemic that's happening. Now, I do think that peer support groups that are educational is the most beneficial way that we can get through to these students. Now, it won't cut out binge drinking completely. However, it will be able to put a better control on it. And in the end, all we should try to do as a university and as a student body is try to control it and do it in a safe enough manner so that it doesn't become a large detriment in the future.
The advisory board has come to a conclusion of the case of the Student Union versus the University of Lethbridge in relation to drinking intervention.